Sally Fitzgibbons, once again, world #1, wears the Jeep yellow jersey for good reason. A big win in West Oz to take a solid victory in heavy conditions over in that big open ocean wave called the main break. And her amazing consistency has put herself with a great shot to potentially clinch her lifelong goal of being a world champion. She's had a few seasons in a row where she finished runner-up in the world. Nothing less than 4th place in the last 6 seasons. One of the most consistent surfers of all time, as she holds that hot streak record of 44 straight quarterfinal appearances. And everything just starts feeling normal. It just starts being automatic, even on game day. Sally Fitzgibbons gets the first wave against Caroline Marks. A little frontside wrap to get things going. Setup turn, she's got a lot of flow down the line and some speed to burn into the end section. Clean finish to start off round 2 with the lead.
Yeah, you can tell she's got a little bit of pep in the step after watching what Carissa Moore did in that last heat. Absolutely devastating form that she's in right now. You know, even though she knew that there was something that got away, Joe, she could have really capitalized on that event. She's going to have to do that here. Let's see her first wave. You can see a lot of energy right now from Sally. Beautiful conditions, and she is going to capitalize with a massive turn at the end there. So nice little start to that wave, a good end to it as well. Let's have a look at her form as she comes off the bottom, rotates that upper part of the body, jamming it again. So keeping those fins engaged, keeping that board moving, building that speed through the inside, and belts it nicely. You can see the fins out the back, and that is critical stuff at the end of that wave for Sally, and you can tell the body language. I love it. You can always tell when something feels good for Sally.
But you did. You went out there and crushed it with 2 9s.
Thank you so much. I mean, look at the conditions. They're beautiful. It's just, you know, what the best we could ask for coming to France. And I was amped. I was really bummed that I didn't get one more just to surf, because with 13 minutes ago, I just was like, oh, I just have, you know, I can just express myself. But
hey guys, thanks for having us.
Let's just get a little bit of an update on how these scores are coming through. Can we compare the numbers that we're seeing this afternoon to what we had this morning? We'll stand by with Pratama because he's got to watch this wave. This is Sally Fitzgibbons getting that opening carve. We'll catch up with Pratama in a moment as his job's still going underway here at these frontside moves heading through the inside corner. Sally with the 6.5. Nice work off the lip to get another finish. So comparing that to Caroline's 3.33, Sally with 2 solid numbers to put pressure on the wild card. Pratama, we got you back?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, thanks for being with us. We might just have you run us through this last replay of Sally Fitzgibbons. She had a 6.5, and kind of teach us about comparisons maybe on this second scoring wave.
Okay, so a pretty good first turn that she has, and then just doing some nice rail work to get into the inside section, hoping for a bigger section, and just like good surfing all the way, and nice finish with no real big majors. So it's going to be a decent score. It's going to probably be between the 2 scores that are already there. And
there's nothing wrong with that, right? If he's just keeping his scale intact.
no, that's fine as long as your comparisons are good, keeping your separations correct, and making sure you get the better wave as the better score, and that's the main thing.
Been seeing a theme also, Pratama, where it's been pretty tough to get a 9 today. That's, I think, why we're celebrating that last one. Now scoring the world's best for many, many years. 6.5 for Fitzgibbons as the high mark, as we'll look for the answer back from Caroline Marks. Big drawn-out bottom turn, great timing off the lip. Unfortunately, just one major move there.
Yeah.
But I like how she extended that bottom turn, Potts.
Yeah, I like that low center of gravity style that she's got going on.
Caroline Marks from Florida, but now living in San Clemente. As we take another look at the form, Potts.
Yeah, you talk about holding that bottom turn and then hooking right in the pocket. So the timing, the positioning, everything was spot on right there for Caroline. If she was able to find one more turn on that wave, we were probably looking at the best score of the heat. So in saying that, quite a healthy score for one turn.
That second world title is still a dream that could end up going down as we continue with the wild card. Caroline Marks Little fading snap. The wave's kind of full out the back, but now walling up for a big section. Nice timing. Stomps that without a problem. Started with a 3, then to a 4. Still trailing Fitzgibbons here, Potts.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be some nervous moments for the youngster. You know, she's up against Sally Fitzgibbons, she's probably looked up to her entire life, Joe. Here she goes.
Sally's got that sweep down to kick things off out the back. Skating down the line, just flowing right in front of Caroline Marks. Forcing that little finishing move, and she'll sneak out of there. How do you like her board at the moment, Potts?
Yeah, it's looking loose. It's looking responsive. It's looking like it's got a lot of zip in it, and it's kind of what you need out here. Well, we've seen what it can do for some of the best in the world. I think the difference is a good board under your feet. Caroline's starting to look a little bit more comfortable, Joe. Talk about starting with the 3, then went up to that 4-point range. A little bit more attack mode right now for Caroline, and then she had an opportunity to sit back and have a front row seat to Sally's wave. I'd like to see Sally get a little bit more radical in the pocket. Kind of almost didn't really connect with that turn there. I think I'd like to see her just focus on 1 or 2 big turns. I think she's at the moment in that frame of mind where she's trying to do a lot of turns on a wave. You heard Pitama talk about committing to, you know, putting a lot more commitment to one solid maneuver. She's looking very energetic, very busy on the wave. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'd like to see a little bit more energy focused on 1 or 2 solid maneuvers.
Sally Fitzgibbons up again, setting up that open face hook. Another front side wrap for Fitzgibbons, world number 1 into the float, and there's that style through her finishes. Looking to better a 5.93 with that effort. We've seen some brilliant wild cards enter the top 17 the last couple of years with some great success. Back to this one with Sally's last wave.
Yeah, Sally, nice little opening turn, just waiting for that wave to stand up. That was better there, a little bit more intent, a little bit more oomph in that turn. Finished nicely. But it still is not going to go into a top 2. But let's have a look at her technique here. Just putting that, that's what I want to see. The board more on the rail. I want to see those fins coming out of the water. I want to see some commitment to it. Nice little flow on that last maneuver. And it's looking like a good score. It's going to improve her situation, Joe.
Yes, she needs to maybe step it up against other opponents, but up against Caroline Marks at the moment, she's surfing a perfect heat.
Thank you, Waz. Fitzgibbons up again, finding a lot of speed off his board. 2 big hooks, pushing it a bit harder. And now driving into a big tail drifting section. So just had a steady pace for her scores before and giving the judges a little bit more of what we all been waiting for, Potts.
Yeah, that's more like it. That's what I want to see. I want to see a little bit more go for it attitude, you know, just use this round as I don't know, just a momentum builder, you know, use this round to...
And now Mark says 2:30 to go as we check out the heat recap. An exciting wild card, originally from Florida, now living in Southern California. Great call-ups, and she's going to be dangerous next season on tour. A couple of solid power moves, Potts. She continues to improve, but Sally's been doing the same thing, and now Caroline's combo.
Yeah, well, it's a great learning lesson for Caroline. You know, it was always going to be hard to beat Sally Fitzgibbons, especially in the form that she's in this year. Smooth, clean, polished surfing from a seasoned veteran. And, well, she's well and truly on her way to a world title. 8.60 on her last ride.
Also losing Pauline Audon the last heat to Carissa Moore, one of the big names that dealt with this sudden death second round. We'll close this one out in the Jeep yellow jersey, nice and safe. On the shoulders of Sally Fitzgibbons, world number 1, moves on into round 3 action here at the Roxy Pro France. We'll take a quick break. Coming up next, Sage Erickson takes on Bianca Batenduck right after this.